you messing with? You don't know who you messing with. You don't know. You don't.
I run you up and down the Serengeti. Heads ain't ready. I chew you up and spit you out like chicken confetti. My rhymes are heavy like elephants, stomping your regiments, dismembering all your limbs, ripping your ligaments. I break you down to an atom, change your chemical structure, roots and culture. You don't wanna vote for this brother. I'm like a time bomb or a fresh can of Wilson. Stylus plexiglass got you face down in the grass, ready to blast. Sticky for your jewels and your cash. Call me Robin Hood. Take the loot back to the hood. I wish you would try to retaliate. I wait like a sniper, beat you like Street Fighter, heat you up like a lighter. Don't need no ghost writer. Original skill, killing at will. Terminates career like the pill. This is real, not no fiction. Came up for my jurisdiction. I'm liver than you, whether freestyle or written, hitting hard like a hammer, like a natural disaster, like a hurricane. Plain and simple, bringing the pain. Won the battle. What? I'm ready to do this. Beat your ass like Lennox Lewis. Play you out like Parker Lewis.
All right. That's the intro. We are live.
We're live, baby.
We're back. The Washington Commanders are coming off a win.
Hi, Mom.
This is the OGs of the DMV show. And this is my boys, Tracy and Big Al. We're here to talk to y'all about playoffs. Playoffs? No, seriously. If we win tomorrow, which is Sunday, we play the Seattle Seahawks. They're not having a great season. Atlanta's not having a great season. The Giants aren't having a great season. So that kind of puts us right in the sneak-in spot of the playoffs, which means we'll have the tiebreaker when it comes to Atlanta, the Seattle Seahawks, and will we have it on the Giants, or we just have a split? I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how bad we beat them.
I mean, I don't think the Giants is not even in it, man. They lost. They
yeah, but you know how this division is, man. They allowed to sneak up on us.
They only won 2 games, right?
Yeah, they struggling, but I mean, we struggling too.
One of those games was who out?
Us. But I lost $400 too because I knew it was a guaranteed win.
Not so guaranteed, buddy.
Man, I'm still mad about that. Deacon, I'm still kicking your ass.
Hey, right. Hey, now that's new.
Now you figure out where the anger came from.
Hey,
now that's new, right there.
Hey, between the adult drink and the $400.
Al got egregious. I told him to stay within the 200 range, but he don't know.
Hey, man, it was a guaranteed win, man. They had a backup quarterback.
200 makes you fight. So Deacon going to end up fighting.
Hey,
well, listen, we got to head out to Seattle, man, and this is a West Coast game, so it's a 4 o'clock game, so it's a little later than normal for us. But let me ask you something. Do you think we have the same disadvantage going west as they do coming east during the time change and all that stuff?
Well, so
I think for us going out west, 4 o'clock game is almost like a 6 o'clock game, 7 o'clock game, as opposed to them coming out east playing a 1 o'clock game is more like a 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock game. You know, I think being later for us is easier to go that way as opposed to them coming east and having to deal with the time change.
Yeah. Well, I just left Texas, and it's better. Yeah, you sleep, it's better. Like you say, later on the day, you're more up than the time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, at 10 o'clock is really.
And I drew down my chicken bones and tea leaves too, and they said it's better.
Let me ask a question though.
You can smoke your wings this week.
About Seattle though. Do you think we can put Emmanuel Forbes on TK Metcalf, Mr. Metcalf?
Emmanuel Forbes played better.
He did. But can we put him on?
Yeah, but them receivers are different.
You know, hey, Trey, you know what Metcalf looked like? Do you know how big Metcalf is?
Yeah.
Can you look? I think he's like 6'3", 230, I think.
Oh, did you get Metcalf? Yeah, Metcalf's a huge dude.
He's a huge
wide receiver.
He shouldn't be playing wide receivers, basically.
Yeah, he's like a tight end playing wide receiver.
Yeah.
And he plays real physical too. He's a real physical wide receiver.
Why are we not talking about St. Juice, man? Why is everybody not acknowledging the fact that Benjamin St. Juice is our number one? Let it go. He's our number one. He has his moments. He has things that happen. It's a 50-50 game when it comes to cornerback. But Benjamin St. Juice is the most competent cornerback that we have on the Washington Commanders. I dare you to argue. Who's next?
Well, well, we got a bunch of small dudes. Benjamin St. Juice is the most lanky and rangy.
No. Don't hedge it.
No, I'm just saying. He's gotten beat. Everybody gets beat. He's getting beat.
Better.
Well, listen, if you're not going to let me explain why. I don't know if he's our number one. I still would say Fuller's our number one.
What?
Yeah. He's the more intelligent. I mean, this guy's playing off of pure athleticism right now. Fuller is the number one, and he's going to be on Metcalf.
Fuller.
I would put St. Juice on Metcalf, but I think they're going to put Fuller on Metcalf. Just
But I understand it. We don't switch sides. So whatever side you play is the side you play. You know what I'm saying?
You
that
too,
might be a
Al?
bad thing too.
Al?
And me personally, I would switch sides against, if that's the reason why AJ Brown keeps matching up with with dude all the time. Barbecue chicken because that's his side. Philadelphia know that. They know it's an easy win. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Hey, ho. Wait a minute. Come on, fellas. Come on.
That's got defensive philosophy, Trey.
Al, come on, Al. You played the position. The question was, who is our number one? Y'all Bammers was over there being political. I thought that I was watching a Washington.
I would say St. Juice is our number one.
Deacon said the guy that we was trying to get rid of for 2 years. Deacon cut himself. That's right. That's right. Because the truth is what's most important. He had to cut himself. That's what I'm saying. Now, Al, I'm looking at you, sir. You're trying to tell me that Fuller, not that he hasn't played better ball this year. I'm not taking anything away from the fact that he's played better ball. But you're telling me that Fuller is our number one cornerback, man?
I'm saying that our defensive philosophy, we don't switch sides. You stay your side, I stay my side.
You didn't answer the question too, Biden. You didn't answer the question too, Biden.
Okay, I'm going to say this.
Answer the question.
I'll answer the question. I think St. Juice, one-on-one, athletically and size-wise, is our best corner, one-on-one.
And that's all I'm saying. And I'm not necessarily saying that I want to say that. I'll be honest with you. I'm saying
that's not great, though. That's not great.
See, there's where everybody messes up. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about greatness. I'm not talking about potential. I'm not talking about anything. I'm just saying on paper, if I was as a coach, a defensive coach, and I got a number one receiver on the opposite team, who am I lining up against them? And if you're lining up Forbes and if you're lining up Fuller, I'm calling you out because Benjamin St. Juice is our number one. He has performed at that pace. He has done things that I think that puts him in that category. And guess what? Man. Our number one is a C. Our number one is a C. Well, I might say that, but he's still our number one, which means that Forbes and Fuller are D's and E's. Brothers, come on, man. Let's get it right. Let's know what I am saying here. I'm not sitting here. I don't have the Benjamin St. Juice fan club committee on my back. All I'm saying is he needs to line up with the number one. And that makes sense. And if you don't do that, that's when I start getting.
It's hard to say, Tracy, because last week we played a third string wide receiver crew. We played third string. I mean,
they were number ones out there. They didn't have a number one.
They didn't have a number one last week, so it's hard to say.
It's hard to say. It's not.
Well, we'll see this week because Seattle has a better wide receiver core. They're big plays.
What game is this, Deacon?
This is the ninth game? In the ninth game? 10th or ninth game?
Deacon had to mute himself.
Game number 10.
Nonsense you was talking.
Game 10.
What?
Game
10th
10.
game. At the 10th game, Al, you're telling me that we have to see?
Well, yeah.
Jesus. Yes, prayer is needed.
The reason why is
Trey,
is that now we got to do what you say do. We got to blitz more to get pressure on the quarterback. So now we're gonna really expose our corners. We're gonna really expose our secondary.
Mr. Kelly was right. Let's go ahead and say that. Mr. Kelly was right.
About what?
Mr. Kelly said it very plain and simple. If we don't have a rush and putting the pressure on a cornerback, it exposes our C and D cornerback committee that we have. That's what I'm saying. And Mr. Kelly was right. And if we don't do something with that, then we have issue and problems. And I'm trying to tell y'all, our number 1 is St. Juice. Our number 2, Miss Fuller. Our number 3 is Forbes. And number 4 is Johnson, who could probably be battling for 3, because I think Mr. Johnson is better than, not better, but he's competent enough and has enough experience to battle with Forbes. I really do see that, man. And cornerback alone. Well,
let me say this. I think that even whoever it is that's checking DK Metcalf needs to be double teaming him. We need a safety over, because that dude is too strong for any of our cornerbacks right now. He's too big, too strong.
Yeah.
So we got to play him in the zone. If we play everybody man to man, we got to play him in the zone.
Well, what
else we gonna do?
They have a good wide receiver core. They got the boy from Ohio
State.
They
got Lockett, Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, so they got.
And then they got Njigba, right?
Yeah, from Ohio State. Yeah,
now he's a player too. So if you want to put Forbes on somebody, you put him on Njigba, because at least they're the same amount of time playing football.
Might cook that dude, man. Njigba might cook that dude.
What's up, sir?
I might want to put Johnson on Njigba.
Yeah.
Well, we got to put pressure on I think if you put pressure on the quarterback, he will make mistakes. He's known to make mistakes. He put pressure.
Listen, Geno is not a number 1 quarterback either.
Right.
I mean, he did number 1, but he's not number 1. Right, so
right.
You're right. If you're gonna blitz anybody, you blitz him.
Right.
You try to
gotta blitz. I say blitz Mayo up the middle.
Oh shit. Hey, let's just hope that Will Cox comes eventually, man, because he got at least a little speed.
Man, I've been hearing about this Will Cox, man. He got to be a bum. He can't beat out Mayo by this time.
I mean, he got to learn.
5 weeks.
He was on the team 1 week. He got to learn the system, and then they activated him. He was activated
like 4 or 5 weeks ago, didn't we?
Nah, it was just 3 weeks ago. But he was active the last week. He was activated last week. Hey, listen, all of them are bums.
No,
they want to play linebackers that aren't bums. Besides Jamie Davis.
Davis, who if they play him in his position and give
besides Jamie, that is his position.
Davis is the one that gave up that long touchdown run last week.
Yeah,
he whiffed. He did whiff. Okay, all right.
It was a stunt.
It's not like people gonna do that. We don't have phenoms on our team, Al.
No, we don't.
Except for Terry. Terry is our phenom.
Right.
That's it. And I want to say B Rob is one, but he don't get the touches to show that. But if there's anybody that I would name, let's name who is our phenom in Washington. And the only one I got is Terry.
I'm sure it
might be our quarterback.
And Sticky Fingers done stepped up.
AG.
Okay, so they playing him right. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying he's top. He's on the leaderboard. That's all I'm saying.
You know why? Because they're playing him to his skill set. Because when he came in, he had the extra thing, which was he came from wide receiver to running back. And guess what our coaches did? We're not going to even touch that. We're not going to even utilize that. And they played him like a running back. And now at least EB is going to throw the ball to him. And guess what? Look at that. Look at this right here. Oh, go figure. This is what I've been saying for the last 2 years. Our coaches suck because they don't play with our talent. They don't strategically analyze what we have and utilize it on the field. They go ahead and write up script, and the script is you do this. And they think because they playing God out there, they think that they can just tell somebody, what to do. And the person is like, you know what, I'm not really good at this, but I'll follow this pattern, and it don't work. It don't work. I guarantee you, if I had the opportunity to write up plays for Logan Thomas, he will be Kelsey like. He wouldn't be Kelsey.
No way, Trey. You
He
fantasize.
would not be Kelsey like. But no, Al.
Logan Thomas would be Kelsey if you coach him.
That's not what
Come
I
on,
said.
man. You fantasize.
What did I say, Deacon? What did I say?
If you coach him,
that's not what I said. Shut up.
Okay, what you say? Say it again.
All right, I'll say it again. I knew I was going to touch a freaking nerve. Because your ass.
You said Kelsey.
That's what I said. No, I did say Kelsey for a point. I said Kelsey like. Meaning,
who's Kelsey like?
Okay, I'm
gonna give you Logan Thomas.
No, I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
Any competent organization that has a 6'5" tight end who's athletic has an opportunity to have an individual who is Kelsey like pertain to their team, not necessarily a Kelsey. Because Kelsey is who he is. I'm saying that if you go down the list, go to New York. New York won 2 games. Who's their tight end, Al? I bet you know this name. Who's the tight end?
Waller.
Wow. And then when you talk about Waller, your behind says he's good, but he's on a 2 and whatever the record is team. He can't do nothing, but he's Kelsey-like on that team is what I'm saying. I know I just blew your mind, but that's what I'm saying. Because if you're going to give a tight end respect, we don't have a tight end in an organization that has respect. And that respect is what I meant by Kelsey-like. Like, not Kelsey. And that's what got on your nerve. I can give you another team. I'm going to give you another team right now. The 49ers. Who's the tight end, Al?
He got one of the best tight ends in the league.
He's Kelsey-like. You don't even know his name.
I can't.
Kelsey-like. And what I mean by like according to the 49ers. And that's all I'm saying. Guess what? We got 7 damn tight ends, and none of them, not one of them, is Kelsey-like, meaning they're not doing nothing for our team. Shut up. I'm talking. Don't jump in on me. I broke it down, and I want everybody to understand. The tight ends.
Hey, Trey, we got you.
Hold on. Let me get it.
Let us play.
Tight ends suck. The tight ends. Listen, our tight ends was it has been in Washington football key, and we have quietly not paid attention to the fact that all our quarterbacks who come in now, Howell is doing great. But the tight end is the safety zone. The tight end makes Mahomes. Think about that for a second. Without Kelsey, would Mahomes be on everybody's commercial? Would Mahomes really be that guy without Kelsey? Would Brady really be that guy without Gronk? Would these quarterbacks be the ones that you talk about without the tight end? And you guys are sitting here blinded by the light, unfortunately. You don't want to believe in Mr.
And he named two of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I'm telling you, always right. I'm telling you, tight end position is what we're not doing. That's the reason why we suck.
Let's try this. I think that the tight end will be getting more pub if your boy didn't get hurt the first practice.
We have 7 tight ends.
But all of them suck.
7 of them.
All of them suck except for the one that got hurt.
I don't care.
Well, the 49ers tight end, first of all, the 49ers tight end is George Kittle. He's like he's right behind Kelsey. He's right behind Kelsey. And
ironically, Al, is that ironic or is that just
it's because of talent? No, it's because of talent.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Trey, you can coach. I'm not saying you can't coach. I'm just saying that you can't get Logan Thomas nowhere near Kelsey.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
You said
I said Logan Thomas like to the team. Therefore, we have a tight end for how to get the first down. As long as Howell keeps moving down the field, we're comfortable with Howell. As long as he can't, when it's 3 and outs, it's a tight end issue. Name another quarterback in the league right now that's top tier quarterback. Name another quarterback. Name anyone. Anyone.
Herbert.
Okay, who's his tight end?
He's not really Herbert though. He's not really one of the top ones. Huh?
Who's tight end? Who's his tight end?
Nobody know his tight end.
I don't know.
No, you don't have to know. Just go to the stats. And I guarantee that Herbert is why you named him is due to his tight end. Because the tight end is the one check down before you have to squib it out to a running back and pray that he's athletic enough to get some yards. That is what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's about position. I'm saying now, I suck at coaching.
Are you saying Logan Thomas?
Can I finish what I said? I'm about to tell you. I suck at coaching, but I guarantee you, I would at least on the field have players performing to a point where you say, okay, well, they play hard. Because you don't see tight end play in Washington. And the reason why we struggle so much because we don't have that. Name another. You said Herbert. I just said name his tight end. Look at his stat. Name another one out. Name another quarterback that is
What's
considered.
the quarterback for Philadelphia? What's his tight end name? What's his name?
Oh, yes. Perfect.
What's his tight end name in Philadelphia?
Perfect. That
I don't know
when you
if
figure out his name, because right now I don't know it either.
You don't need a tight end because he runs the ball.
He is balling right now. His tight end is balling too. Dallas has 2 no-name tight ends that scored the last 2 touchdowns against Philly. I'm trying to tell y'all.
So you're saying our problem is tight end? Is that what you're trying to say?
What is the Smurfs season finale is coming on next week. Y'all don't listen. Thank you, John.
Yeah, Dallas got it. Yeah.
That nobody knows. What was the dude's name that didn't make the touchdown? Schrumpert or something. His name was some crazy name. They used their what? Tight end. It wasn't CeeDee Lamb that was in the end zone wide open. It's them tight ends, man. Tight ends get these quarterbacks recognition. Period. You can't deny it. You want to because you don't want to tell me I'm right. But you cannot deny our problem.
So, Deacon, what does our quarterback numbers look like now? Does he look decent? Because we don't have a tight end.
Well, it depends on the stat you pull up.
As a fan club.
Huh?
And fan club.
You see, last 5 games is number 1 in passing yards and passing TDs.
So that's the last 5 games. He has 10.
Great.
Huh?
That's great.
So, I mean, listen.
As a tight end, though, according to Trey, we had a tight end, he'd be even better than that, right?
Jesus.
I'd be better than number 1.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, as far as House is concerned, man, you can see he's getting better and better. Even let me see, let me pull up this right here. Even as his sacks. Let me see, I got it down here. Sacks right here. Says that's the run right there. But he's pretty much number 1 in running as a quarterback. You know, you got your boy in Baltimore and all that stuff. But he is doing pretty good right here. It says in the first 7 games, Howell's sack rate was 12.8%, 3rd highest among quarterbacks with at least 5 starts. However, in the last 2 games, it's 3.8%. Only 6 quarterbacks had lower numbers among passers with at least 20 attempts. So he's getting better. You can see he's getting better. As far as statistically, he's getting
the ball out of his hand quicker.
Yeah, Howell has definitely shown that we, as far as quarterbacks is concerned, we got somebody. He's not no name. He's not no product. He's balling. He's balling out there.
Well, he's ranked number 21 in quarterbacks through week 10. So
yeah, that's about right. Yeah,
I put him above Love though. Good God. And Jones and Mac Jones. Come on, we just beat him.
But you know what? Because of his status, it's just a matter of
Mac Jones has been in the league longer.
I don't even know if the NFL watches our games, man. They just know what we're doing. Yeah, I'm serious. That's just saying that they're gonna be like, oh yeah. They won. You just give them an extra push. Give them they're not really paying attention. But what I am saying is this: how in the last 5 years of quarterbacking in Washington has shown me that I feel comfortable with Mr. Howell back there. Even if he makes mistakes, I give him credit. I mean, I'm not looking at him like, oh, what? Like back in the day. I look at him like, yo, because when I see him zip that ball past 20 yards, which what we haven't seen in a long time, I'm like, wow, he's put balls in places I was like, why? RG didn't do that. And that was the last competent quarterback that I can name. If I go back to Theismann. But I'm just saying, like, yo, this dude is placing the ball where it needs to be. I want to give him some more help. If he has that tight end dragging across the middle more, getting open more. You guys have watched Logan Thomas. I see my man John Greaves out there third. Hey, welcome, John. What's up, baby? Look, I see John down there. He said, I like what Logan is doing. Armani Rogers, I know he got hurt and all that. I'm just saying, this is what I'm saying right here. This is all I'm saying. I want that to step up so that check down is golden. And boom, we moving 5-6 yards at least. That's what tight ends do to keep him in that rhythm of continuing to be that guy that you threw that stat up. Because the more he has the ball in his hand, the better chances he got. That's Super Chef, what's up, baby? Super Chef. Hey, Cerebro, 1920. What it do? But hey, look, gentlemen, I'm amped up about the tight end because remember when we used to run in Washington double tight? Those are the days when we see.
We run double tight now. It is not open.
I'm just saying double tight the way we used to run double tight. Double tight was a threat because one of them Bammers was blocking and one of them Bammers was gone. And that's all I'm saying. So I think that would help Mr. Howell.
Yeah, so this is true right here. EB is now, in the last 3 games, is letting old boy change the plays at the line of scrimmage.
You did say that, Big Al.
So that's true. They came out with EB is letting them change the play, especially against New England. He did a lot of matter of fact, he called the play the Dotson touchdown. So when Dotson got the touchdown, How came the line of scrimmage and changed the play for Dotson to get open for that touchdown?
Okay. He called Jerry's play too. When it across the middle after he caught it on sideline.
Right. So Al, when the fans was calling you out saying where you getting your intel from, whoever you getting it from, the dude that hold the damn sticks or whatever, good job.
Well, EB after the Giants lost, EB had to do something to change up something. So EB made some changes, and that's one of the changes EB did.
We had to stop being stubborn. What's up, little fella?
What's up, little man?
What's going on?
You live. Say hi.
Yeah, we ain't taping this morning. We live.
You on TV, baby.
I can't cut it.
Hey, but EB made changes after the Giants game. After he lost my money, and wish he would did the Giants game.
The boy had to get touched out before that happened. Hey,
Deacon, EB saw me going crazy.
I know, yeah.
I was cussing his ass out, boy.
And let's give the same praise to him too, that he's got off as being stubborn, thinking his play is going to work no matter what, right. And actually calling the game on the fly, seeing what happens, seeing what's working, and being able to audible at the line, giving the quarterback some latitude to be able to feel the game and know what play he is ready to throw. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you're not ready to go deep.
Right.
So you got to be ready to do certain plays, man. Now he good. So
no question.
I like it. Hey, listen, he got the dude in his hand. He ain't going. He on your left shoulder. That's the good Keenan.
Hey, listen, if you came this far and followed us, man, please like and subscribe, man. We ain't nothing but a bunch of old guys sitting around, and this is some family issues that happen. This is the love of my life next to the love of my life, man. So I excited that he want to come down and be a part. So pardon as we continue.
Yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button too, man. Y'all be tripping.
That man, hey, let's talk about the Seattle game for 1 second. How can we beat Seattle Seahawks? How do you feel about how we will beat the Seattle Seahawks?
Seattle. You know, the good thing about playing Seattle is they don't have an exotic defense. Most of the defense is straightforward. You know, they play solid football, but they're not, you know, the great. I mean, they got a good safety. They got a couple good players on it, but we can drive the ball down, and they just got walloped last week. So we take that game.
Was the top team in the league, though, right now.
I know, but listen, hey, if we play,
we always play up to our opponents. Now that is one of the things that I can say, that when the big players come in, we step up, and we drop all the way down when the losers come in. Unfortunately, but I've seen years where we didn't do that. We just, when the big players came in, we laid down, and when the losers came in, we dropped down. So that I've seen it all. We have seen it all. You remember. So at the end of the day, I'm think that we're going to step up, because Seattle's always been an enigma in Washington, man. You know what I'm saying?
We've been good against Seattle, though.
It's that crazy team. It's the team that retired
RG3.
Bobby Three Sticks. Yeah. So it's like we end up being a situation where we just got to just make sure that coaching, this is where the coaching comes in, guys, says, hey, fellas, this is an important game, like the New York game was. This is an important game. We got to be and feel that it's important. I need y'all to give it up.
What's their record? Like 4-3?
I don't care about their record, Al. I just care about ours, man.
I just know we need to beat them to get the. We need to beat them to get the
momentum.
Yeah.
If we're
I know they got 3 good wide receivers and 2 good running backs in a powerful line. The offensive line is a run block type line, but Geno make mistakes though.
Yeah, we can force Geno to make mistakes. That's what I said. You got to blitz him. You got to run blitz. You got to pass blitz.
Why it's important that we choose the right cornerback on.
John said he's 5-3. So
yeah, and John, man, no, ain't no question. This Bama.
John, our stats guy, man. He up on the stats.
Hey, John is coming in as the 4th OG today.
Yeah.
Welcome on the board. I love it. Hey, but no, for real. Hey, look, we can do this, man. We can get back on track, at least, respectable, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
What's up?
That's Big Walt, man.
That's Big Walt. Yeah.
That's Big Walt.
Yeah. If we beat them, man, I think. I mean, even like the next game, we don't have no reason to be looking past anybody. But if we beat Seattle, we damn bad should be able to beat the Giants with their quarterback situation. I mean,
the revenge game better be.
Yeah, and they got some dude named Danny DeVito playing quarterback. So
Danny DeVito, that's an actor.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I wish this was recorded because I know what I was putting. Danny DeVito.
Look him up. Look at who quarterback is for the Giants. It might as well be, man. Listen, we have an opportunity, just like every year, man. We get to a point in the season where we have an opportunity to turn it up or pack it in. And normally we pack it in, Even the season that we got to the playoffs when Ron was here, we packed it in. We just skipped in at 7-9. So it's not like we drove toward the playoffs. We skipped into the playoffs, Jack. So this year we actually have an opportunity, even with our record being what it is, man. We have opportunity. And this is the time where we get Ron good, where we get that 3 or 4 games where we get a good run in the middle of the season because Ron trying to save his job. And then
speaking of coaching, man, what about you? What do you think about the coach from Michigan, man, Jim Harbaugh? He might be a candidate for us for next year.
I'll take him. He might get fired.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
at least he knows how to. He knows he's
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
You know, I like that.
At least he's trying to win. Hey man,
He's stealing signals and everything,
That's
man.
right.
I like that.
hey, but didn't Saban do that one year?
Saban did it. Yeah, he got caught.
He got caught.
Here it was.
Belichick did it.
Yeah, Belichick.
Okay.
Yeah, Belichick
Belichick
did it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Super Bowl. But Belichick was stealing signs. Hey man, hey, I like that, man.
Hey, man,
Baltimore
ran all over him.
Defense, burgundy and gold. Baltimore's defense.
This is a lot better than ours.
Defense that we wanted, we paid for. We actually paid for. And you know what? Now I'm glad you brought that up. We can officially say, unfortunately, that our defense is gone. I mean, everything that got us excited in 2020 when we started this podcast was around the defense. It was around the number one pick. It was around all of that. And honestly, can we now officially say it didn't live up to our expectation, man?
Yeah, the
It
defense
did not live up to what we wanted, what we needed, anywhere close. The teams that I always thought had great defenses was Baltimore, Philly, and Pittsburgh. I just wanted us to establish a culture.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, John.
Defense that would be that caliber. And unfortunately, we never did, man. With all the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Hey, we still can bend but don't break though, Trey. We're not totally out of it. We still can bend but don't break. You know what I'm saying? Our defense is not the best, but we can stand with no break.
well, I think. Listen, this team all around was built incorrectly. Being that Ron's a defensive coach, he built the defense up with the first round picks, and I think partly because we were unable to find an offensive quarterback. We couldn't find a quarterback, so the offense was going to be what it is. And he tried to make the defense the focus and to be able to keep people from scoring on us so much that the offense would have time to maturate and get better. But that didn't happen. The defense still didn't turn out to be great, no matter how many number ones that we picked up. So this thing has to be just changed to the core now. We've gotten rid of the costly type, the defensive ends that we would have had to pay. So we got some money on the books. So we need to take that money and put it on the offensive line. Because if you found your quarterback, you might as well protect him. Start there and try to outscore people at this point. Because that's what everybody's doing right now, is trying to outscore you. And that's how you win the game. I'm just saying, you gotta revamp this team. And it's going to take an offensive coach to do that, because I just don't think Ron knows how to pick offensive linemen. I mean, his picks, their picks haven't been awful. It just they're in the wrong spots.
And they're not. I mean, he's Howard was he lucked up on Howard. Don't you think he lucked up on Howard?
Yeah, he kind of grabbed Howard.
Yeah.
And then going back to what Deacon said. Right there. Now that goes to organization style and ability. So now once I have drafted, am I putting 110% on the offensive lineman coach, whose name do you guys know? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, maybe he's sitting back and he's that kind of leader who's like, got this guy. All right, gentlemen and lady, do your thing. And he sends them out to his second tier, and his second tier ain't performing. And a part of leadership, Al, is this: if the second tier is not performing, then it's my job to go and talk to the coach of that particular second tier and say, hey man, offensive line sucks, what's going on? And really have to, might have to write them up or do something or whatever it is that they do in the NFL to say, man, you letting me down. I don't have the time to sit here and scheme up offensive line. Need you to make sure that these guys protect my quarterback. Got you the quarterback. What you going to do, ma'am or sir? And that's what I'm saying.
Well, Ron's obviously slow doing that. He usually races 6 or 7 games before he makes major, changes like that. Like you just said, Trey Z. And he did. He put Lawson in. He changed it. He took your boy out. He took your main man out too, Sadiq Charles out, and he put Paul in and put Lawson in, and it's much better now. And then he went to the offensive coordinator and said, "Hey, let's get that quick game going. Let's do that quick game." So he did make some changes, but it just took too long. Of course, it was after my $400 I lost. Let's
not forget the 4. Hey, let's not forget them 4 notes. I told you now, two is the max, man. Two is the max, old man. Come on.
Now Baltimore ran the ball against Seattle. I said, Burgundy go down and said Baltimore ran the ball. That's how Baltimore beat them. Is they ran that rock down his throat. We're not a running team. We're a passing team. Yeah, so we got to do short passes and do our thing.
BB wants to be. Hey, let me give a shout back out to my man, though. He done subbed in with his second account. You have to recognize this, man. Yeah. So, my man, hey, listen, John, you the man. John Greaves the third. Let me make sure I say it all. You the man, man. We really, really appreciate you, man. And this is why we started the whole entire thing, man. We would be, if we were all, again, young men back in the same state, we would come together after a game or right before the game, sit down and talk trash. And that's how the idea came up. Deacon came up with the idea to do this and share it to the world. So thank you for coming and sitting on the couch next to us twice with 2 accounts. That means a lot to us, man. You just don't understand.
But he's in favor of EB. He want EB to take the team.
Yeah, listen, and I get it because that's the start, and anything new matters, man. So I agree. If it's new and it matters, let's go ahead and do what you got to do. He's doing great things with Hal, and that's another thing.
So we got an O-line coach. I ain't never heard this guy, but
right. And this is how I know this dude right here needs to be on. Hey, John, if you want to come on, all you got to do, Deacon will send you the link. You click the button and you on with us, man, and start your stardom here in the YouTube world. It ain't link is up top. But come on. Hey, you know what? Put the link in the chat, man. Let's get Walt on, man. Walt ain't been on this joke in a minute. Walt, jump on, man. I just saw you text some stuff. Jump your behind on today. I don't care if you at wherever you at. I don't care, man. Just get on, man. We ain't seen you in a bit, man. Now, this guy right here, if he does jump on, this is our brother from another. This dude right here has been with us from day one. I think he was like subscriber number 2. And I say 2 because I think my mama jumped on first. So with that being said, I need Walt. Hey, come on, man. Get on this thing. But to you, Big John, anytime, man. This is how we do it.
Yeah, the links in the chat.
I did see EB go I formation last week. He did. He went under huddle and he went I formation with a fullback in front of B-Rob. And I think EB is kind of leaning towards that running game coming up here. So we might get a little more B-Rob, especially against the Seattle team. Because I did see EB go I formation.
How long has it been since you guys have been satisfied with a running back? I mean, B-Rob has not let us down at all, has he?
He's not he's
the fastest guy in the world. He's not the fastest guy. He's the fastest guy in the world.
That's not his skill set, Al. It's not his skill set.
Speed
for what he does. Yeah, no. Okay, so he's not. I don't expect, and I'll be honest, I do not expect to see B-Rob bounce out, break, and then that's a 60-yarder. I do expect him to do what he does, and he does it consistently. He moves them chains, man, and that is something that we do. Hey!
What's
up, baby?
Big Walt, what's happening?
What's up, Big Walt?
Playing like you. Hey, man. Hey, come here, son. See this guy right here? This the other brother right here. This guy right here. Tell him to come on. Say, come on.
Hey, fellas. I'm good.
Come on.
You good, Big Walt?
Come on.
Hey, George said he's coming on too in a minute.
All right.
My man. Everybody, come on, it's family.
This is what it's been about from the beginning, man. I love it. All right. Hey, Walt.
How is my boys doing? I see you, Big Al. I see you, baby. Hey, Tracy. Big Deke in the
Walt, you've been
corner.
acting like a sucker.
What's up,
You've
family?
been acting like a sucker lately, man. You ain't been coming on, man. You used to pop on. We couldn't kick you off, so now you don't come on.
Oh man, Big Walt, what you think about the game coming up, Big Walt?
I'm a film guy, so I went back to look at the film, and I didn't see Baltimore do anything but stretch runs, find a crease, and the running back took it up the field. If that's all you got to do to get a couple yards, then they're in trouble.
Right.
Baltimore doesn't have the receivers that we have that you have to really stay back on. So you can't creep like Adams is known to creep. He can't creep knowing that Terry can go over the top, and we don't have Noodle Arm in there that won't get it there. So he's going to have to stay back, which most of their safeties do. They do 2-man, and they really stay back because they can't. And after that play that they saw Dotson go, and they both looked there, they went, damn. Both of the receivers could have caught a touchdown pass at the same time. You know they're not coming up. Those safeties are staying back. And they run five cornerbacks. That's why Baltimore was ever able to run. We run typically 11 personnel. So we're going to have an advantage if we decide to run the ball. Just like Baltimore did.
And that's why that's why we get my man Big Walt on the show. You see how he dropped that? You see how he dropped the Deacon? Why we got you?
Huh? To do this so I can bring people on.
I love Deacon.
What's up, sir?
It's always me.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
What's going on?
What's up, champ? How you doing? Hey, man, I want to thank you for everything. Thank you for all that you do. Hey, man, listen, shout out your what's that? The garage gym life, man. I need to get in your garage, man. What's up? Talk to us about that first before you drop your science.
Okay, so Garage Gym Life is a YouTube channel I started back in 2017, and it's about people achieving their fitness goals without having to rent time at a gym, at a public gym. You just go downstairs to your garage, you go in your spare bedroom, and you just, I don't care, you go on the back porch, just hit it. And it doesn't really matter what you have. You can have a big, fully kitted out home gym like I do, or you can just start doing push-ups, whatever. The point is, you got your goals, and you're not about to, especially if I'm 50, so you don't have to say, well, it's over, or be reminiscing on your best years being behind you. Nah, man, go for it. Give your future self a present.
Absolutely.
Hey, now you see what just happened? We just had a commercial that everybody, if you got this far, you need to get down, get on the ground, do what you got to do. You just motivated me, man. I used to be a gym rat, and I thought I'd be retired from the gym rat. I'm about to get down.
You just between sets right now.
That's right.
Sets. That's it.
Hey, and this is an OG gentleman. He said he has the big 5-0.
That's right.
All right. So we got all. Hey, Walt, you OG too, right?
Yes, sir.
That's right. So
double nickels.
This right here ain't nothing but wisdom and everything. So I need you to listen. You understand?
That's what
all right, hey, Garage Gym, man. I just subscribed to you, baby. I'm gonna subscribe for you right there for you. I just put the subscribe button, baby.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Hey, I need it too. After losing my $400 against the Giants, I need to do something.
I heard that. This is an emotional time.
Hey, John, we gonna hear that till the end of the season.
You don't hear till he win 400.
We warned his ass, but he.
Hey man, it was a guaranteed win. It was a guaranteed win.
You can't guarantee. I don't care if it's Michael Jordan.
Put your money where your heart was.
You can't guarantee what somebody else going to do, man.
Obviously.
So what's your thoughts on the Seattle game, John?
I think, to be honest with you, if you fear, I think we need to take a page out of the Eagles playbook, but from last year. I can't even believe I'm giving Scott Turner credit, but when you are afraid of another team's offense, don't let them have the ball.
Yeah,
we needed that. This is the game where I think we need to, as I think Dub was saying, we need to lean into our running game. Lean into the running game. keep time of possession going, and I feel that this actually might be a good game for Chris Rodriguez. Just keep on bringing him in there. Of course, lean on B-Rob more because he's the type of running back that gets better the more you feed him. He gets better the more you feed him. Last year, he was crushing it because they kept on giving him the ball. So you see he was turning 2-yard losses into 5-yard games. Well, this year, it's like they're giving him the ball sporadically. So, he getting out there. He's not even warmed up yet. You know what I mean? So I think that if we lean into our running game and still make them pay with occasional chunk plays, and I don't mind if they use the quick passes as an extension of the running game, but I'm saying we need to. It's getting late in the year. Let's beat people up a little bit,
especially when it get a little cooler outside.
Well,
we
have the guys in front to do it too. Yeah. Now that you got
Chris Paul
and you got Larson, you can really push the line now. And Cosme wants to be a bruiser too.
Lean on him, make him feel your weight. Like they get to lean on him. Sadiq and
then we don't get Wiley so much in space where he's giving up sacks.
Right. Wiley's lost as a ball in tall grass, and this is his.
But I'm saying every snap that we don't have Wiley doing pass protection is a win for us.
So wait a minute. So do y'all think the last two games, the improvement on the line is the addition of Chris Paul and Larson at center, or do you think it's just an extension of the pass plays being faster and him getting the ball out of his hand more?
Emphatically. Tape don't lie. Larson is a better person at calling out protection. Gates was just lost. Chris Paul listens to Larson. Everybody takes the lead from Larson. Larson says move left. They all move left. Nobody questioned it. When Gates said move left, everybody would move left and Gates would move right. And everybody's like, what is going on? How many times did we see that gap, that A gap, where Gates went left, Cosme goes right, and the guy's running straight up the middle? You're like, who's calling the protection? That's the center. It was his fault.
Right.
No, your other left. I mean,
right.
I mean, Gates is a try-hard, man.
I'm only saying what y'all see.
No,
y'all see it?
Gates is like Rudy.
Yeah.
He tried hard, but
Yeah.
he just ain't, he's just not built for what they're trying to do. And I think, to be honest with you, the other thing is that everybody says, oh, well, it's a combination of stuff. And I do agree. Like I said earlier, they allow Sam to call audibles based on what he sees at the line of scrimmage. But the reality is, every time historically Tyler Larson has been playing, our team has played better. Every year. The only reason they went out and got Nick Gates was because Tyler Larson keeps getting hurt.
Right.
Well, to me, you don't go replace him with whatever that dude is. You replace him with a clone. Let's get a dude who's just like him, because Chase Roulier was also very good. So you had, and so Roulier would get hurt. They bring Larson in and say, okay, let's finish out the season. We ain't gonna get a full season out of either one of them, but between the two of them, we got something, right? And now we got Larson, and we got this dude who don't know if he want to be Hacksaw Jim Duggan or he want to be an NFL center. And the reality is, he's just not prepared for. He's too light in the behind. So 100% changing the center out made a huge difference.
So who's going to guard their wide receiver, DK Metcalf? Do we put Forbes on him?
I hope not.
All right, so who are you picking?
If you give Forbes help over the top, yes. But if you let him by himself, no. Because then you're doing the service.
Come on, Walt. I'm asking you a question. You and John. Who's our number one corner in Washington? You know what it is.
Fuller.
You said Fuller? Who said
No. I would take Benjamin St. Juste out the slot and put him on Metcalf, because he's a bigger dude. I mean, and then I put Forbes on whoever is next. I wouldn't put him in the slot because he doesn't know how to play it. But, Kendall Fuller, I put, if I had to, I put Kendall Fuller in the slot.
Right here.
Yeah, Forbes ain't. I mean, the thing is that, and this baffles me, it's like we always say people who play well somewhere and we put them where they don't play well and say, oh, well, they'll learn. Yeah, well, that's true because you see Jamin Davis developing. But look at all the production that we lost while he was learning. Look at how long it took Quan Martin to actually become useful.
and performance on the field.
Correct.
Exactly.
It took Derek Forrest the whole season to get to what he gave us last year. Because the year before that, we was like, man, where is this dude? It's like everybody takes forever because the first thing they do is say, well, what do you play? Center. Okay, well, I want you to play receiver. What?
Yeah. That's what right there. They always try to get you to play 4 or 5 positions before they get you to learn your position that they want you in the first place.
Well,
And that's how they mess players up like that, man.
Ron likes flex. He likes draft picks that are flex players. He loves flex players. He always says it. He's roster building. He's roster building flex players.
Hey, he gonna learn that.
Okay.
They got flex at Chipotle too.
How about that? He's gonna be flexing
All kinds
on the
of
couch.
stuff. He's
I
gonna be
mean, and I don't feel
very
sorry for this
close.
dude. Everybody says, I want to call for somebody's job. Ron is a millionaire. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't like he gonna be on at the dang lunch
He not
line
destitute.
trying to get whatever. Yeah, he gonna be just fine. Okay, he gonna be just fine.
So y'all think we'll make the playoffs? Or
I don't care.
listen, I'm looking forward, man. I'm trying to figure out where we're going this season.
I don't know.
Deacon has been Captain Obvious. I mean,
Look, all right, I can't make a prediction. I told Toothpick the same thing. I told Toothpick this. I can't make a prediction until they get to at least. I said 8-4, but I'm gonna say okay, at least 8-5, so I can see what they're doing. Because if they get to 8-5, that means we're on a run and we're getting hot and we're closing things out. You know, Ron always does a run around this time. But if we can do the Ron run and actually continue it into December, then yeah, I think we're not only get into the playoffs, but possibly make noise there because EB has extensive playoff experience.
he does have that.
Well, he ain't gonna be here next year, so. Because my theory was, when they got him as a coach, that was pretty much the only coach we could get at the time because of the situation of the team and the turmoil that we were going through. I figured he was here for his contract, which is 5 years, to turn the team around, to get them respectable. And then we're going to have to bring in another coach to get us to the next level. He's not a next level coach. His coaching style has only got him below 500 and winning games. So he's not going to be the one that's taking us to the promised land. We need somebody to come in and take us to the next level. Whether that's EB or not, I don't know. It could be your boy from Michigan. It could be another coach that we don't know about. But we're going to need an offensive coach to drive this thing home. And, what we have right now just ain't it.
All right, so I have two questions. First thing is, if we change coaches again, doesn't that create the danger of repeating what happened with Jason Campbell? Where he had multiple coaches, multiple systems.
Only if it's not EB.
That's why I say I want EB to stay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That would be the logical move, Mr. John, but unfortunately, I'm not seeing the logic.
We got a different. That's PTSD. We got a different owner.
Yeah,
you got PTSD. We got a different owner, and they hired a dude who just made Ron do the right thing.
That's true. That's true.
Doctor, always do the right thing.
That's true. Well, we got a new owner. We got a new offensive coordinator. Everything is new this year. So if we plan on changing it, you might as well change it next year. Don't wait till we get 3 years down the road. Then everybody get comfortable with the same people, and then you have to learn a new offense. Because we learned a new offense this year, and you see how it's taking a little time to get started. So to keep EB at least in that position, or I wouldn't stay if I was him if he's just going to keep me as offense coordinator, then fire everybody around me. But if you put him as head coach and keep him as offense coordinator of his system, then at least you're right, can learn the same system and keep the same system for a couple of years, and then you can really show and see who he is as a player. Because that's like bringing in who the dude we just got rid of, who just got a job last year's quarterback. No, coach, not coach, the quarterback. Wentz, yeah, Carson Wentz.
Zambezi.
We expected him to be good, but he had to learn a new offense too. So he was doing a lot of stuff in the beginning of the year that he had no idea he was supposed to be doing. So quarterbacks need a couple of years in the system before you can actually see what they are, and we don't have that kind of patience here in Washington. We right now just get lucky with how. Because if we had drafted a quarterback and he stunk the first year, we'd have been looking for another quarterback. We don't know how to train quarterbacks. We don't know how to train anybody, really. We always lose our draft.
We're horrible at that.
Go somewhere else and be good and great.
So you think Chase? So you're saying Chase with the 49ers to be good then?
No, I think Chase is going. He's probably not going to end up with the 49ers, but I think he's going to be good the rest of the year. Yes, because of the pressure's off of him. So now he can just play. You know, he can play his position and win. They're going to be doubling on the other side with Bosa.
Yeah, so, but with Chase though, you got people behind him that can erase mistakes too. Come on, behind Chase, you got Cody Barton. That's not the same out in San Francisco. That's why I didn't understand anybody making fun of him. Like, yo, you got Cody Barton behind me, and then when he looks back,
I mean,
you know, it was either he made a play or it was a touchdown. That's not the same out in San Francisco. You know the linebackers, you see them.
I mean,
you make a mistake, they got that.
That's a good point because your linebacker is supposed to make you right.
Right.
And when you got two dudes on the O-line, Jonathan Allen and Chase Young, and they're both freelancers, and neither one of them knows where the other one's going because they both. It's funny that the two dudes from Maryland on the O-line don't talk, right?
Right.
But they didn't have a linebacker who could say, okay, just go do what you're doing, and I'll make you right. I'll fill in that gap because Jamin couldn't do it. I think John Bostic probably could have done it, but he's too slow. You know.
Right.
What about if we kept the dude who went to Pittsburgh? The
one
last
that's hurt now?
Huh?
The one that's hurt now? Cole Holcomb?
Yeah. I mean, he hurt, but
Cole,
I'm just
Cole wouldn't hold him accountable, though.
What was he going to do? I mean, but he was hurt at the end of last year. That's why they had the whole thing with replacing him.
So maybe that's like, hey, listen, what about Jabril? What about Jabril Cox?
He can't hold him accountable.
I want to see what's up with Jabril Cox. I'm like,
he can't hold them accountable, though. That's the problem.
Yeah,
can't hold who accountable.
Your linebacker's supposed to be the point guard on the defense. If you step up, he's supposed to go in your face and say, "Get in the damn lane. I'm tired of pegging your shit."
Exactly.
It never happened.
Yeah.
It never happened. I mean, I've never seen this much dysfunction. I play football. My boys up here, we all play. We know what we expect, what we see. We know. Like, it didn't see it.
That's right.
I mean,
get your fat ass in that gap, bitch. I would have said it. I would have said it. Get your fat ass in that gap. I would have said it. You thought we were fighting on the sidelines.
I mean, they've gotten in fights before.
The way I understand it, though, the Sweat and Chase was punking people in the locker room. Sweat and Chase was punking people in the locker room. They did what they wanted to do.
I mean, they're the biggest dudes on the team.
They were punking people in the locker room.
Listen,
that's what they were saying.
When you sit in front of him and say Oklahoma, that's when you get in front of him and say Oklahoma.
They outlawed
one of us is dying.
I mean, but you know what? Here's the thing.
I'm just saying. I know the coaches ain't gonna let you do it, but we old school, right? We old school, right? Everybody knows what I mean by Oklahoma.
Yeah, you're right.
They put it this way.
They didn't have a leader like
you ain't dunking me. We gonna go head up, and that's the way it's gonna happen.
Hold on, Walt. Let me.
Walt got the super.
We old school.
Fired up.
I'm always fired up. That's why I gotta continue.
Mute Walt. Go ahead, John.
All I'm saying is like so. In this kind of stuff, it's actually depressing if you think about it because you're supposed to have a linebacker that controls the defense, as we said. Instead, they figured out that Landon Collins probably would be the best option at linebacker since we didn't have a linebacker that could do that. Landon tells them, "Hey, I ain't doing that. I'm not going to be a linebacker." So they invent a name for what he does and said, "No, he's not a linebacker. Nobody use that word, and we're going to call you a Buffalo nickel." Okay, cool. He goes in there, he starts playing well. Landon leaves. Instead of saying, "All right, good, let's go back to getting linebackers now," they said, "Well, we know the Buffalo nickel's a good idea. Let's get another defensive lineman, and we'll make one of our DBs the de facto linebacker, Cam Curl, and make him the Buffalo nickel." So we've got a structure that, frankly, no one understands, and we're holding on to a mistake.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't get Landon Collins to just be a linebacker. Like, hey, like Doc Walker always says, if I'm paying you, you're going to do what I say. right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, I don't get. You got two choices. You can either play linebacker and we'll call you linebacker, or well, you can go sit on the couch.
Yeah.
And that's that. But this coaching staff, especially on the defense, the coaching staff constantly let the players dictate to them, and that's not what we got you here for. And unfortunately for Ron, we got a late buy, and a late buy is an excellent time to get fired.
Yeah.
It's an amazing time to get fired. You know, you home for the holidays with the family. You know,
That's funny.
not money.
You get the phone call.
John came in here, slam dunked a couple ones up in here, Joe.
Oh
Hey,
man,
John.
well, unfortunately, Chase is not going to be able to muscle in 49. I don't think he's going to muscle the 49ers. He's not going to muscle.
Hey, Sweat got his money.
I didn't Sweat gonna get his money. You know what I'm saying? Sweat got his money.
Sweat.
You know, so that's how it worked out.
Can you imagine Chase Young talking junk to Kyle Shanahan? Remember when Shanahan was mad last year? He was circling the referee with his hoodie up. I just picture him circling Chase like that. You said what?
Say something.
Well, I think Trick Williams was gonna smack him down. I think Trick Williams will smack him down. Yeah, I don't think Chase. He's not gonna muscle nobody in the locker room.
Somebody.
Trick will knock him down. To say, what's your score for Seattle game?
His brother.
Yeah, what's your score for the Seattle game? What's the score you looking for the Seattle game? So I can not put my money on it.
Score. I'm assuming both of y'all got us winning.
Yes.
What you got, John?
Yeah.
What's the score?
I go 24-20.
Another squeaker.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna be nervous.
Go
ahead, put your TV on, get your butt cheeks pre-clenched, because it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be rough.
If you're sprinkling tight, it ain't right. Yeah, Walt, what you got, man?
You got Walt.
I got 27-23.
All right. 27. All right.
27-23 Washington. We should come out of there with a solid win and look forward to beating some Giants.
You know, we should have had 27 last week if Diami would have just caught that pass in the end zone. That joint went right through his hands, man. I don't know what he was doing. That was a perfect pass.
What about at the half where we threw the interception?
Yeah, that was a bad interception.
Ooh, that was a horrible interception. I don't even know
that was a rookie.
So now we're up to 35.
That's a rookie mistake there. He was just throwing. He was trying something.
What you got, Tracy?
Three.
Tracy, what you got?
Oh, it's on me?
Yeah.
I got us winning this game, man. I got us, and I got it tight. I'm going to say 21-17.
I had 21-14.
Well, hey, that Giants game got me scared of our Commanders. I'll be honest with you. Y'all all know I've been talking all day. So I got it. Seattle on the comeback, you know, and they got embarrassed last week. They're going to play hard. So I got it. Zach, I got 28-10 Seattle. 28-10 Seattle.
Tonight we're having spaghetti, right?
Yes.
And Seattle.
What do you got?
What little man got?
What is number?
Little man got what I got. Little man got what I got. That's how we roll over here.
Hey, I know you guys are like wrapping it up, but who is the dude that raps on y'all's intro and outro? I like that, man. I like that's really good. And then the way y'all play the go-go at the end, I said, oh, I like that.
Which song you talking about? The one that's playing now?
He talking about the intro.
Oh, Jahi.
Yeah.
Running you up and down the Serengeti? Or the DC version?
Yeah.
You got this far in the history lesson. Thank you for rolling with us live. And I know y'all roll with us because we caught Big Walt in the house and my man John Greaves, who are no longer going to make themselves, texting and commenting. They're going to jump on when we put it in the link and go live. You have the open opportunity to get on here. Make sure everybody right now like and subscribe to Garage Gym Life right now. Everybody, because
before we
this is what we about. But the history lesson is this: the three of us, man, we came together, man, back when we was quote unquote, and all this gray hair was gone. Young men had a little record label, and one of the individuals that we came across, his name is Jahi. Jahih, right? Is it Jahih? I can't remember how I spelled it. But anyway, we had a compilation album where we got all the underground MCs in DC to do something, and it just so happened that he did that song, and that song fits so perfectly as Deacon was able to match it up with Mr. B-Raw breaking ligaments, chewing them up like chicken confetti. It was just 100% positive. We get a lot of comments on that. So if you do take the time, go now to your Spotify, your Apple, look up Jahih and say the Northside Records. That's what it was called. Northside Records sent you, and listen to Jahih's music. He's awesome. Matter of fact, I believe he was one of the few underground MCs that Chuck D signed. And Chuck D didn't sign a lot of individuals. So Chuck D did sign this individual. So that's a little history lesson. The OGs, we did a little thing out there. You know what I'm saying?
We're always old.
Weren't always old. Started at G's nightclub.
Oh my God.
Let's
That's
go
what
back
I
to G's.
Hey, hold up. Before we go, man, let's go ahead and we're going to start doing a Wizard show here pretty soon. Every 2 weeks live on Tuesdays, probably around 8 o'clock. So everybody's welcome to jump on. That's a show that way just everybody jump on. We're going to talk about the Wizards, man. It's going to be a long season. We're going to have a lot of patting on the backs and just, wiping tears, man, because they could have won last night, but they faltered at the end, couldn't take it. They couldn't learn to win. So it is what it is. But we're gonna be doing that every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, man. Not every Tuesday night, every other Tuesday night. We got too much stuff to do. We're doing every Tuesday night. But Biggie Steve's gonna be on with us, our street reporter, and he's gonna be doing it. That's right. But like I said, everybody's welcome to jump on, man. The link will be in the chat. So we'll see y'all soon. All right.
All right, thank you, John.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You messing with? You don't know. You messing with? You don't know. You don't.
I run you up and down the Serengeti. Heads ain't ready. I chew you up and spit you out like chicken confetti. My rhymes are heavy like elephants, stomping your regiments, dismembering all your limbs, ripping your ligaments. I break you down to an atom, change your chemical structure, roots and culture. You don't wanna fuck with this brother. I'm like a time bomb, over a fresh can of whip. Heavy stylus plexiglass, got you face down in the grass, ready to blast. Sticky for your jewels and your cash. Call me Robin Hood. Take the loot back to the hood. I wish you would try to retaliate. I wait like a sniper, beat you like Street Fighter, heat you up like a lighter. Don't need no ghost writer. Original skill, killing at will. Terminates career like the pill. This is real, not no fiction. Came up with my jurisdiction. I'm liver than you, whether freestyle or written. Hitting hard like a hammer, like a natural disaster, like a hurricane. Plain and simple, bringing the pain. Won the battle. What? I'm ready to do this. Beat your ass like Lennox Lewis. Play you out like